6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Mallavarachi, read by Soundhi Thavam. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that the government is prepared to face the challenges in the housing construction sector and accomplish the targets. All schools will fully function from Monday. The Finance Minister says that home gardening will be resumed throughout the country. Another 550 persons have tested positive for the coronavirus yesterday. The vaccination drive for children between 12 to 15 years will begin tomorrow. In foreign news, North Korea fires suspected ballistic missile into the sea. And in sports, Bhanuka Rajapaksa has announced his retirement from international cricket. The government has achieved the targeted housing and urban development tasks successfully despite the pandemic challenges last year. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that this year too will be the same with challenges and disputes, but the government is prepared to face the situation and accomplish the targets. The Prime Minister made these comments at a function held at the Ministry to explain the New Year's programs at the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development at Battaramulla yesterday. All schools will fully function from Monday, the 10th of January, under strict health guidelines. The Ministry of Health said the Director General of Health Services has accordingly granted permission to normalise academic activities in all schools from grade 1 to 13 from Monday, the 10th of January 2022. The Minister of Health, Kalia Rambukwala, said guidelines in relation to school reopening will be issued shortly. Schools are functioning on a staggered basis at present, with schools with a large number of students attending classes only in groups. Minister Rambukwala said, since considerable progress has been made in relation to vaccinating children against COVID-19, a decision has been taken to fully reopen schools. Considering the current crisis situation in the country, the government has decided to allocate 31 billion rupees to restart the home gardening program with the aim of increasing food production, and the cabinet approval has been received for the initiative. The Minister of Finance, Basil Rajapaksa, has stated that home gardening will be resumed throughout the country in the same manner as it was during the tenure of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa as President. The Director General of Health Services has confirmed 10 more coronavirus-related deaths for January 4th, increasing the death toll in the country due to the virus pandemic to 15,065. The Ministry of Health reported that another 550 persons have tested positive for the coronavirus yesterday. Following the new cases, Sri Lanka's tally of confirmed COVID-19 cases climbed to 589,479. The number of virus-infected patients currently undergoing treatment now stands over 13,000. Meanwhile, the recoveries count reached 561,412 yesterday, as 141 more patients were discharged. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus, the best option.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa engaged in religious observances at the historic temple of the sacred Chutra Lake in Kandy and obtained the blessings of the sacred Chutra Lake yesterday. The president was welcomed by the custodian of the temple of the sacred Chutra Lake, Devadna Nilame Nilanka Della. The president received a warm welcome from the people who came to pay homage to the sacred Chutra Lake at the temple premises. The president engaged in cordial discussion with the people and inquired into their well-being. 51,000 unemployed graduates are being handed permanent appointments in the state sector these days. Accordingly, 51,000 graduates who are undergoing training are stationed as development officers at the relevant institutions, while 42,500 of them who have completed 1 year of training will be granted permanent appointments. The group that was recruited as trainees in February and March 2021 will get permanent appointments on the 1st of April after completing 1 year. Minister Janaka Bandara Tennakon says that the trainees who receive permanent appointments will be paid a monthly salary of over 41,000 rupees with all relevant allowances. That concludes local news.
In 200 meters, turn left.
This is not just my daily commute. I drive to power my nation's future. Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus introduces specialized motor insurance for you who drive our nation forward. Choose tailor-made insurance solutions. Up to 75,000 rupees claim settlements within 3 working hours. Exclusive discounts through Motor Plus loyalty rewards. Easy and 0% interest payment plans. Only from Sri Lanka Insurance.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The Health Minister says the vaccination drive for children between 12 to 15 years will be initiated from tomorrow. Health Minister Kelly Rambukwella requests parents to send their children to get the vaccine and said that there is no reason to be scared of receiving the vaccine. He added the children will be vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine and the vaccination drive is to be carried out at all hospitals and MOH offices and came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
On to Watchlight, the Secretary of the Ministry of Environment, Dr. Anil Jasinghe, says although the coronavirus has been controlled to a certain extent, virus caseloads could increase once again. Dr. Jasinghe said all health measures taken to control the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic must continue. He added the public is aware of the challenges the country is facing due to the pandemic. Dr. Jasinghe claimed that from the inception, advice was issued to all groups to take precautions to avoid the spread of the virus and came to you in Watchlight.
Coming up, World News.
Making headlines this morning, North Korea fires suspected ballistic missile into the sea. Pre-departure travel test to be scrapped in England. And Meghan to receive £1 million in damages after privacy case. North Korea has fired a suspected ballistic missile into the sea off its east coast in its first such launch since October. The missile landed in water between the Korean peninsula and Japan, bringing condemnation from Seoul and Tokyo. The UN prohibits North Korea from ballistic and nuclear weapons tests. Leader Kim Jong-un has vowed to bolster the North's defenses. It tested a variety of missiles last year amid stalled talks with the South and the US. Doubly vaccinated passengers will no longer have to take pre-departure COVID tests in England from tomorrow, the government has said. They will also not be required to self-isolate while awaiting test results after arriving in England. If they arrive after 400 GMT on Sunday, people without symptoms will not need a PCR test if a lateral flow test is positive on day 2. The test changes come after travel firms called for them to be removed. The Duchess of Sussex will receive £1 million in damages from Associated Newspapers after the Mail last Sunday was found to have invaded her privacy. The nominal sum was set out in court documents which formally confirm the newspaper has accepted defeat. The Mail on Sunday published a handwritten letter the Duchess of Sussex sent to her father, Thomas Markle, in 2018. The media company will also pay an unspecified sum for a separate case of infringing her copyright. Back to the headlines of the world news. North Korea fires suspected ballistic missile into the sea. Pre-departure travel test to be scrapped in England. And Meghan to receive £1 million in damages after privacy case. That concludes this bulletin of world news.
Development News is brought to you by Let's take coal out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070-400-1928.
Livestock Development State Minister D.B. Herath says 6 large-scale farms will be set up in the Kurunegala, Amparla, Polonnaruwa and Anuradhapura districts this year for milch cows to promote local fresh milk production. The State Minister said about 10,000 milch cows will be imported this year and about 150,000 local dairy farmers will be provided with financial assistance to carry on their livelihood without any hindrance. He also said that 6,200 million rupees will be granted to the dairy farmers to improve the infrastructural facilities of their farms, and that came to you in Development News.
Development News was brought to you by the coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070-400-1928.
Moving on to sports news, Sri Lankan batter Bhanuka Rajapaksa has announced his retirement from international cricket with immediate effect. In a letter written to Sri Lanka Cricket SLC, the 30-year-old cited familial obligations behind his massive decision. It's indeed a massive blow for Sri Lankan cricket as Rajapaksa has emerged as a vital cog of the national team. The dashing batter also played some spectacular knocks at the highest level. He has played in 5 ODIs and 18 T20Is for the country, having scored 89 and 320 runs in the formats. He last played for Sri Lanka in last year's T20 World Cup. The SLC yesterday confirmed Rajapaksa's resignation with an official release. And that's sports news. We look at business news next.
Cash through NSP globally and win wonderful gifts locally. From October 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency 3 times through NSB U Trust.
Business news sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce recently signed a memorandum of understanding with the Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The MOU will facilitate the dissemination of relevant information in order to enhance bilateral trade and business. The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce says the MOU will further strengthen friendly ties between Sri Lanka and Pakistan and enhance bilateral trade relations between the two countries. That's business news, economic news up next.
Business news sponsored by
Cash through NSP globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSP Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSP Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency 3 times through NSB U Trust.
Economic news, courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Sri Lanka's main stock index has gained 7% in the first 3 days of 2022 as it breached the previous all-time high on a daily basis, with investors betting on risky assets in the wake of rising inflation and negative returns for fixed deposits. The main all-share price index, ASPI, has gained 850.9 points in the first 3 days, including a record single-day point gain of 399.81 on Tuesday, the Colombo Stock Exchange data showed. It surpassed its previous day record high on all 3 days, with investors flocking into the risky assets, expecting more returns after the country's bourse recorded 80.5% return last year. And that's economic news.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
The weather report.
Several spells of showers are in the northern, north central, eastern and Uva provinces and in the Matale and Nuwara area districts. Showers or thundershowers are in several places in Ratnapura, Kalutara, Gaul and the Matara districts during the evening or night. Fairly strong wind gusts, about 40 kilometers per hour, are expected over the northern, north central and eastern provinces and in the Hambantota district. To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that the government is prepared to face the challenges in the housing construction sector and accomplish the targets. All schools will fully function from Monday. The finance minister says that home gardening will be resumed throughout the country. Another 550 persons have tested positive for the coronavirus yesterday. The vaccination drive for children between 12 to 15 years will begin tomorrow. North Korea fires suspected ballistic missile into the sea. And Bhanuka Rajapaksa has announced his retirement from international cricket. That concludes this morning's news broadcast.